Okay, we're back
Yes, ready.
for round 5 of the Hyperspace qualifier from the System Open event, System Open Series 2019 in Malmö, Sweden. We've got a good matchup here for you. On the left side of the table, you can see Rune Printzlau, Copenhagen, Denmark. He's flying Magva Yarrow with Selfless, Layer Organa and Pivot Wing title. You've also got Cassian Andor playing Selfless and Pivot Wing title as well. Now let's just have a quick reminder of what those ships do. Well, Cassian Andor we've seen plenty of this weekend already. He's the one that allows the ship to remove a stress token.
Yeah, it's actually quite crap.
And Magva gives a friendly ship, when it's defending, the attacker can't re-roll more than one die. Okay. Selflessness allows them to draw off crits onto other ships. Layer Organa allows them to get some red maneuvers in one turn. Then Braylon with crack shot and jamming beam, and 10 Num with crack shot and jamming beam. Now we've seen Rune play yesterday, and he's from Copenhagen, Denmark. And his opponent on the other side of the table is a person who I'm also very familiar with from last year's System Open events, Zimonyi from Gothenburg, Sweden. This is where things get serious. This is where we're talking about how Sweden and Denmark have a very competitive meta between the two of them, constantly fighting it out to see who is the bigger community, who is the who deserves to have the bigger tournaments and such and so forth. Okay, so what we've got here then is we've got, let's go back to the other screen, 5 Green Squadron. You can only see 4 at the moment because the screen can only fit 4 on at a time. They've got, these are the Resistance A-Wings, Green Squadron Experts. They get the opportunity to fire forwards and backwards and get a boost. Let me double check this. I'll do it like that because I know how to spell it. While an enemy ship, refined gyro stabilizers is the ship ability. You can rotate your turret indicator only to the forwards or back firing arc. You going? Forward and back firing arc. After you perform an action, you may perform a red boost or a red turret action. Okay. They've got crack shot, they've got heroic to allow themselves to re-roll blanks, and they've got the advanced optics, which give them further focus buffs as well. Where is that advanced optics?
Yes.
There it is. TIE silencer. While you perform an attack, you may spend 1 focus to change one of your blank results to a hit result. There we go. That's further buff to those blanks, and of course there's the 5th one showing up on the screen now. So they're underway. They've started moving. Everything's going. Let's get following on the action. They're on dials though, so nothing to really see here. Although Rune has kind of crept along on the far board edge, and Archie's deployment has been widespread, kind of deployed his ships along his board edge, and now trying to use the furthest ones from Rune's formation to try and speed in and flank him, whilst the others could try and recover following along in their footsteps. So he activates Layer. Oh no he doesn't, he just does the pivot without activating Layer, which means we're probably going to see those B-Wings take a 2-turn to the right. 2 green squadrons that are closest to Rune's formation turn a hard 1 and barrel roll right. I'm assuming they're both going to do it.
I was considering whether I should just go straight ahead as fast as I could, but depending, it could also just be diverting with those. Yeah. what I was worried about. If I went straight, then you would be heading in, and you would be
Full throttle from Archie.
Now the question is, because they have 2 and 3.
Oh, my battery's running out. I've got to plug the laptop in. And I'll be in chat in a moment.
They only have bank.
They only have bank and rest.
So yeah, the winner of this matchup gets the invite to the World Championship.
I will take a focus
Yeah.
and I will boost straight. This guy, 3. He just boosts.
Boosting. He's spreading out here, giving himself every possible option. So now those two B-wings at the furthest leftmost on the board are probably going to, A-wings I should say, sorry, are going to take short maneuvers for the next turn, whilst the ones that are rightmost are going to come in full throttle as well. And they're after Magva Yarrow. They want to take her off the board. They want to take away that stupid stress mechanic from Princess Leia. Yeah, and here comes the two-turn to the right from the B-wings. And barrel rolling back to the right to slot in behind the U-wings.
One, 2 forward are blue, right?
Yeah, and
banks.
And banks.
Yeah, but I mean not the 3.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm just calculating how much this is gonna hurt. So.
Why is there a funny... Oh, Jesus. Why round 5 to 1? Round 5. Typo.
So now they have only the one green.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feels like one of those commercials where you know like a shampoo. This is gonna hurt.
It might. There's no guarantees it will. Has this been tested on animals?
Exactly.
No one knows.
So they're on dials right now. So we can switch over and we can see how there's not many spectators because there's most people that are in the hall are playing in the hyperspace right now. Some people have dropped out. I can still see Gisley and Ayik hanging around. They're looks like they're just preparing to go now.
But my only works in art, right?
No,
And
range 2 bubble.
Yeah, that is the one why she's so good.
Yeah.
Of course.
And yeah, well, there they are. Archie's obviously got like a bit of a situation on his hands. Like, how much does he want to overcommit with those A-wings that are on the left side of the board to be able to try and get Magra? I think honestly, it could be an option to have them 2-turn to the left and then boost around the rock, trying to kite the rebels whilst the other 2 A-wings on the right side of the board full throttle in 5 straight boost, try and catch the out of arc.
Should we just think for an hour and 1 minute? Everyone just scrambling.
Yeah.
Mina Kalix.
So the people in the background are obviously watching some sort of sporting event. What is, I don't know. But they're watching a sporting event on an iPad. Nothing to do with what's going on here.
Now, moment
Okay,
of
switching.
I'll just double check these guys. They're closed.
They opened.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, opening.
One straight.
One
Very
straight.
nice. Ah, you could have done the one straight as well. That's bad. Yeah, it is. They were equal. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And the other one does the same.
Yeah.
The wings.
So opening the pivot wings, moving one straight, clearing the stress.
Fully closed. When they're open, I just open them like this. Because then you don't have to, they don't, are not in the way, and it's still
That's true.
visually
Yeah.
good. Unless you really want them to be, you know, thematic.
He's paid for the model.
Yeah.
They should use it.
Exactly. This guy, too hard to the left.
Yeah, there you go. What I said, trying to kite.
Hyperspace.
Um,
Yeah.
Boost.
I will take.
Oh, he can even rotate that arc backwards now and still get a shot off if he needs to. But no.
These two.
Full throttle. 5 straight. You knew it. You could see it coming.
Potentially turn out. You know, that is the only thing that I'm worried about. They only have like three red do lots of damage, right?
Yeah.
Nothing else.
No,
No, you have jamming beam.
They have jamming beam,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
So I guess I should update the overlay to
But I
indicate it is a
will,
Hyperspace Qualifier.
Take the focus. Boost. The other guy. Whoops.
guess he's doing the same.
Yeah, he will do the same.
Yeah.
So that.
Where are my accents on
Is it
this
okay if I
keyboard?
put them on the side?
Yeah, they're the
because
same length.
We'll do it like this.
Done.
And then just on the right. Oh, maybe we can do it like this then.
Update. There we go. Hyperspace Qualifier Malmö, round 5.
Slightly tighter than they should be, but that's okay. Then we have
Winner of this game gets an invite to the World Championship
this guy.
in the autumn, I should say. Also, the players both get there's 2 prize tickets for the winner and 1 prize ticket for the loser, so and they can exchange those at the prize wall.
Those.
I should have gone for the 2 bang instead.
I smell burning. Maybe,
This guy
maybe
does
not.
a hard 2. That's not. I don't think you guess this.
Oh, the other one had like a really crazy maneuver, huh?
But I was pretty sure that because I played Paul in Aalborg,
Yeah.
and it was also kind of squirrely, and then disengaging, going on. Okay. So hard.
Annoying.
To catch up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
gonna be
and the
interesting.
B wings turned to face the A wings.
Focus on a barrel roll.
Yeah. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. You should do 4, 8, 4, 7.
Unfortunately, I ended up doing somewhere in
And kind of split the formation there. So only Braylon Strom firing on the A wings. I know he's going to get arc here as well, but on the other A wing. So he's going to have to decide to fire on the green A wing in both cases. He's got range 1 from both of them.
See, I should have waited.
I went straight. Let's see, can I?
Trying to get arc on the red A wing.
You are stressed with those?
Yeah.
Not with those. Yeah.
With those.
And then it's shots. Can we share dice, as I always ask?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're doing
Rune.
yeah.
Those shiny dice.
Yeah. And I'll just start with
Thanks,
someone.
buddy.
Yes, range 1 with
So we go.
Oh.
Gets 2 blanks and 2 hits.
And what can you do? You can only change? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you on him?
Yeah.
On the red one, they're firing Braden Strom. Blank focus.
I will take that. Who is
Takes
it,
the
red?
damage.
It's red.
2 hits.
Yeah.
The other guy doesn't have orange.
No, actually he doesn't.
No.
Oh well. I wanted to use the crack shot if I had the chance. Yeah. But it's still range 1 on the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just.
And gets 3 there. No, 4. Maybe even a crit. Those shiny dice.
2 shields.
2 shields. On the green one. Didn't have
Then I
arc
shoot
on the
back.
red one.
I have initiative, so no shots.
Oh, but no.
No further range, so just the one blue A-wing left to fire into Cassian Andor. That's a good point. Obviously, Magva Yarrow is the black U-wing, which I've not quite indicated as far as the information on the screen is concerned. Damn. Let's see, Magva Yarrow, let's put her down as black. And not yellow, black.
And the other guy shoots?
And Cassian blue.
Yep.
Not green, blue. There we go.
Crack shots?
Yep.
Crack shots another through, and it takes 2 shields from the 10 num.
And now does he still have shields? Yeah, he still has shields.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knowing who to shoot. I'll take the range 1 shot.
Yeah. So yeah.
So 2 crits and a focus, blank and something.
I'll split them. Yeah. Pull one over to.
Uses selfless to straw 1 over onto Cassian.
And that's it.
That's it.
And back to Dials. So interesting opener here. That could have gone a lot worse for Archie. If Rune had focused on the green A-wing, he'd have taken that off the board. But no. And now those B-wings are going to have to do K-turns. And the A-wings could always just free bank. The red one could free bank to the left, boost to pursue Cassian, whilst the green one does a 1 hard, right, left, boost right. to come around the rock and kind of pursue Cassian that way. Difficult situation here for Rune to be in to kind of try and pin down these A-wings, because he's got those 2 A-wings that have disengaged. They're on the other side of the board, and they're just as likely to come around and bother the B, like the one that's closest to Archibald right now in the middle of the board between the rocks is likely to just try and come back around and bother the B-wings from the 2K turn they're probably going to pull off.
Can I look at one of these guys?
Timo Rob straight up chilling. I've seen some nice victories since 2.0's come around. French national championship won by Francois Couet from France, a more deserving player I don't think I've ever seen. Let me see, we've had UK Jack Mooney win. Once again, Jack Mooney has been one of those people that's been constantly fighting for those top spots, never was able to seal the deal, and finally managed to do it this year. And this weekend I forgot his name on it. Niklas Gordnielsen winning after like I say, after having a bad luck elimination in the System Open in Milton Keynes. It was nice to see him get the opportunity to take the title home today as a kind of a salve for that, a catharsis, as it were. So yeah, some very interesting finals I've witnessed so far in second edition. And we were discussing yesterday evening that Europe has always been dominated by the Polish meta. Poles have visited a lot of our System Opens in the past. Made a lot of a big impact here, making a lot of tops, even winning. I think last year they won 4 of the System Open events out of 6 that we had in Europe. But this year they've not quite managed to capitalise on that ability. It would appear people are stepping up. Like I say, local players. So Leia's been popped here, and the pivot wings are allowing the U-wings to turn 180 to face those 3 A-wings coming at them. Oh, 180, that one. Okay, interesting. Didn't see that.
Yeah. Start with this guy. 1 heart.
Didn't expect to see 180. No, that's true. And yeah, the A-wing 1 hearts. A free bank from that one. Focuses, and I think he's boosting.
Yeah, I'll do the boost. It is tight. Yes, it did. Oh, it was even tighter than I thought. So then these 2. This guy just tries to do his stuff over here. these two,
Yeah.
they do 4 straight.
Okay.
So I'll start with the left guy. Should we? I can take this one.
Yeah.
I think on the
That
side.
one is easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we have to mark up.
Yeah,
the
but
others.
I need to let's see what happens here before I do anything, because I need to. I don't want to get extra information. I really want to shoot that 10 now.
Yeah, so I think Braylon is doing a 2K,
I'm thinking about just
and
taking
even
the shots. I'll take a focus.
and I don't know.
Stress myself for a boost. Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, because I will boost myself out of this arc and get a shot on him. So
Well played.
now we have to do something.
Really well positioned there with the green A wing.
Yeah, we have that one. Can I go there? And
Probably going to boost again. There's no reason for him to stay there.
I
Might
will,
not get arc. I know. I think he will.
wait.
I think he'll get arc on the Magvayera.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, it looks to me like there's an arc on Magvayera.
Maybe, but this one doesn't work. Oh,
Oh, it doesn't fit.
Oh yeah, okay.
oh, straight.
And complete it.
Did we really put them correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it straight. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's strange. Yeah.
Okay.
So frustration there for Archie, as he's not managed to pull off that boost, and has kind of left that A wing just sitting in front of Cassian Andor. That B wing goes a free straight, not taking advantage of Leia this turn, and 10 Num goes free straight. Braylon Strong.
So, and then I would just be standing here with, and you could turn in half, turn the arc around, and be unstressed and no tokens. So, didn't like that idea.
Barrel rolls
Black.
to the right.
It's good knowing you.
And Braylon Strong 2K turn, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Expected.
Yeah. So Braylon and Cassian firing on red A wing.
Focus, but yeah, okay. So
10 firing on black A wing. Black and blue A wing firing on 10 Nom. And green A wing firing on Magva Yarrow. So all damage is kind of spread out on this match. We're not in this round. We're not going to see a big advantage coming in here. Looks like 4 once he spends the focus. And a blank evade. Takes 3, uses crack shot to get 4 through.
yeah, he has to stay. So
Yeah.
yeah.
10 now?
So black is dead, I believe.
4, I don't know.
Which one's
I need
back
to
to the
take the
bottom?
damage cards.
yeah.
Yeah. 2 and 2. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So, range 3.
Yeah.
Range 3, 1, 2, 1 the crit, a blank. And here you've got blank, evade,
I have crit.
and focus.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't need to use it
Which one is
before.
that? Red? Yeah.
Firing on red.
Okay. Crack shot. Yeah. So, crit going through.
So crit goes on to
It's a crit.
Yeah, I've taken it. I've said it. Damage engine.
damaged engine.
And then it's these guys, so range 2.
Yeah.
Cassian firing on red.
Spinning the focus.
Yeah, spends the focus, gets 2, 3. Spins the evade, takes only 1. That's a dead red.
Range 2 obstructed shot.
Yeah.
Into sky.
Yeah. So shield.
Blank, blank, 1 shield off of blue.
Yeah. Then I shoot.
Then these 2 are gone.
Yeah,
They went before.
No.
They went when they.
No. He went.
He went before. Yeah.
But
And he's
this
still
guy's
standing.
open.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't think he has any arc, so it doesn't really matter. But I'll take the other guy first.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Range 1.
Yeah. Can I borrow some dice?
Yeah, of course. And I only have 1 defensive.
Hit, focus, and blank becomes 2. 1 evade.
Aqua takes 1.
Magva takes 1 damage, losing a shield.
Then I shoot unmodified.
Yeah. On which one of them?
10 now.
10 num? Yeah. That's 1 out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
1 hit, 1 crit.
Yeah.
Focus gets spent to evade 1. Spends a
Does he
crack
have,
shot.
on 10 now?
Yeah, I think so. But it was closer than I thought. But I still think so. I will reverse this until we are close.
Yeah, you have it.
Yeah.
So, still 2. On 10. So, 10 is on half.
Yeah. Then I don't have any other shots.
No.
Release that.
Player recharging 1.
And there you go back to dials. Now that was a really good turn there for Rune. A really good turn. Being able to wipe 2 A-wings off the board in exchange for very little damage. I mean, 10 num down to half points. Okay, 3 A-wings against the entirety of Rune's list for now are going to have to leverage a positional advantage as much as possible. Rune basically has walked his way through half of Archie's list in that round. Whereas Archie didn't even manage to get an 8th. Hard position for Archie to be in. He's got to put off some amazing flying. Try and remove 10 num. I wouldn't even say 10 num is target priority right now. A couple more turns and Leia's going to be fully recharged. I don't know. And they're off. Barrel banking right for Cassian. And for Magava,
Right?
Yep.
Hard trick. Focus. Ghost. 2 bank for me?
Yep.
Green is 2 banking, and then boosting as well, I guess. But that won't give him an arc on Magva Yarrow. Oh, barrel roll. Puts him in a good position for the next round, but this round doesn't really make much difference.
I don't think I will do that.
Okay.
I think he's good there.
Yep.
I had hoped to get you an arc.
But the arc was also pointed forward.
Yeah, but could have barreled and then turned it.
Yeah.
That was the idea, but it didn't work.
Of course.
Part 2.
Yep.
Blue A-wing 2 turns to the left to drop himself into the middle of Rune's formation.
Would have been so nice to be able to barrel to the left. But I see that it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work. I have no idea what your 10 num is gonna do. Yeah. I will focus.
Yep.
I'll actually just focus.
Okay. Oh, fuck. I forgot to clear the stress with Cassian.
Could you?
Yeah, it's range 3.
Range 3. Okay. I didn't even think about that.
Oh. That's my bad.
So Rune says he forgot to remove a stress with Cassian from the B-wing.
Oh yeah.
So I'm guessing he wanted a K-turn there, or Talon roll.
And blue?
No, it's white.
No, it's white 2. Yeah. So 2 bang. What you get when you mess up. 10 num.
10 num, I'm going to open fire now.
3 shots. Through a rock.
That's not 10 num, that's Braylon.
1. A lot.
Yeah, evaded.
Cassian. Range 1. Yes.
Alright. Oh. Cassian firing on the blue one. Gets 3 hits and a crit. 2 focuses and a blank. Spends the focus.
Then it's a crit.
Takes 1 on the crit.
Stun pilot.
Stun pilot.
Okay. And then here. Range 1.
1 focus, 1 hit, 1. No, 2 focuses and a hit, then become 3 after spending the focus.
Yeah, just normal.
Yeah.
I can see
Yep. I have to take
blank, focus, and evade.
Okay.
2 shields gone
Shot here.
Yeah. Start with him.
on the purple.
Hit and crit.
Hit and crit.
Crack shot.
Blank and evade. Crack shots to get both through.
I'll pull one over to.
Yeah.
Use the selfless to
Here. Yeah.
spread that damage out. Looks like he's actually lost all shields on both U-wings now. I'm not sure which one I missed. And there's one gone from Braylon as well.
Oh.
Oh shit. 1 hit and 2 crits.
1 hit, 2 crits. 1 evade.
2 crits.
So yeah.
2 crits going on to Cassian at Magliero.
And hull breach.
Hull breach.
You evaded one.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, so 2 crits. Okay.
Yeah. So you don't have to take the damage. It's 2 crits. Sorry. You evaded one.
Okay.
Yeah. 1 hit and 2
Yeah,
crits.
okay, so
you evaded one. So it's 2 crits.
Yeah. And it triggers
Fuel
first
leak.
one was a fuel leak.
Yeah.
Weapons failure.
Weapons failure. So it was fuel leak, followed by.
Wait.
That one you shouldn't get. It should be like this.
Yeah, but it's hull breach. This was the first one, and they are on Cassian.
See you guys soon.
So if this is the first one,
Yeah.
and then you get a second one,
Then I get a hull breach,
and then
that triggers.
No, but that is.
And they are on Cassian. It was marked.
But this one has to be turned down, right?
This then gets turned down.
This one came out first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Then would have been this one.
Yeah, which
right,
triggers.
which is the face up.
Yeah.
Right? Which this one triggers. Yeah.
Giving that
After
face
you
up,
suffer that
and then
damage,
that
you
flips
suffer
back
1
down.
damage and repair. So
Yeah.
these.
Yeah. No.
I like that.
No,
Oh,
because
this-
this one says everything
Yeah.
is face up.
This stays face up.
right.
Yeah, but this one actually repairs
Yeah.
as a result of this one. Yeah.
And it goes on to Cassian because it's Cassian over here, not marked.
And you were happy with this?
Yeah.
And me too.
I think it's sort of there was
Oh,
something
yeah.
with the
No,
shields,
yeah,
but
yeah.
in the end
Yeah, I think
they
it
took
evens out.
it
No,
evens
yeah.
out.
I think it's,
Yeah.
at least I'm happy with that. Yeah. Yes. So hull breach is the.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
And
Damn, that
can
was a brutal round.
It was.
Especially since I messed up with the.
Yeah, with him. This was
Yeah.
really
Okay.
unfortunate, Yeah. We're happy.
Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have got involved in the games. Didn't want to make sure that it was clear which card came out first and the order everything was in.
Okay, so these two. Then I have stun pilot, and that's on
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. So but that's only obstacles.
Yes. Exactly.
Uh,
So he has 2.
he has 2 left. Yeah.
2 left. And he has 5 left.
5 left.
So a pretty effective crit combo there on Magliero. And that wasn't on Magliero, it was on Cassian, as it were.
Half
1, 2, 3.
Clinging
Done.
to luck. Happens here. This is going to be a bump. However you do this. You did this regenerate now or before?
Yeah, I just regenerated too. So next turn.
Yeah.
So just under half an hour to go in the game.
The best I can do is, of course, trying to just bump it. Can I look at there, man?
Yep.
Thank you.
Christopher, do you want to sit down for a second? Turn that volume up.
Swing Hyperspace competitors, that is 26 minutes remaining in your round. 26 minutes remaining in your round.
Hello, Christopher. How have you done in Hyperspace?
Hi, I did 4-1.
4-1. You lost that last game.
No, I lost the previous one to Rune.
To Rune.
And I was supposed to win it, but he killed my TIE fighter at rank 3. Last shot of the game.
Okay.
Fully healthy item, and I just blanked out. And
Yeah.
it happens, but even if I would have won, I couldn't have gone to Worlds. So if Rune wins, then he can go.
Cool. No. Well, what's your assessment of Nicholas winning the championship?
He had it coming.
Yeah?
I mean, he did really good in the UK.
Yeah. And suffered an unfortunate event.
There was
the rock situation.
Yeah, we're not going to comment on because I wasn't there.
There's no need to comment on it. The video's there. You can see the video. It's up. At the same time, we have a video now. That doesn't mean that both the players have a photographic memory to remember everything, and both of them can make mistakes.
Yeah.
Maybe Bartosz made a mistake thinking the rock had moved when it hadn't. Maybe Nicholas made the mistake of not noticing that the rock had moved. And so on.
And I know there were judges watching the game. So
yeah.
It wasn't streamed. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, I was there in the UK, but I didn't see the game, and there were judges there. So I'm going to give Bodgers the benefit of a doubt.
Yeah, of course. The judge was present the whole time, right next to them, and yeah, there didn't seem to be any conflict between them at the time.
No, Nicholas was super happy when I talked to him after the game. So
yeah.
So that was. I don't think there was any trouble, and now it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, no, because he's won anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, he can really fly those big or medium ship bases.
Yeah. I did see when he was in the UK, his girlfriend came with him.
She was tagging along.
And I've not seen her this weekend though. But yeah, that'll be nice news for her as well. Now having seen what happened in the UK as well. More than anything, what I'm saying about the UK was not the situation that whether or not it was bad for the player or whatever. It's a shame to have a game come down to a situation like that, and whether or not it goes in your favour or not, to be kind of like to have that kind of opportunity, to have lost the game on such a situation.
Yeah, that's true.
And which of course, if that hadn't happened, there's still every possibility they would have lost the game.
Of course.
But it wouldn't have had such a sour taste to it for the possible error made with the rock. And it's just a shame. But now, as I said, he's had the opportunity to win on home soil as well, representing for Sweden.
Yes.
And we managed to get it all on stream, thanks to yourself and Bjorn
for
the GoFundMe that you guys set up to help get me here.
Yeah, normally I have to do all the streaming here.
Yeah, well,
since I'm playing, I don't have the time or the equipment to do it. So.
Yeah, if you're a regular follower of the channel, you know that I've been streaming for 4 years now, nearly. And when I first started, I spent a lot of my time watching YouTube videos, and you were one of the other guys that was starting around about the same time.
Yeah, more or less, yeah. So collaboration is good.
Yeah. Well, you were doing to begin with. You were doing you were recording videos.
Yeah.
And then you started streaming as well shortly after I did, and it was like I say, you had a really good quality camera at that time. I was still working with like a dodgy one, and so I was impressed by the quality of your stuff.
But now the tables have turned.
A little bit. I think it's more a question of you found your stride as far as competitive gaming is concerned, and you've become a lot more accomplished as a player.
Yeah, that's probably true.
For example,
I did a few regional wins.
For example, there was a situation earlier today where I was thinking about it, and if I hadn't have gone into streaming, if I hadn't enjoyed streaming so much, I'd probably be sitting in one of those tables over there helping them and organising them. But as it was, I've chosen to go along the streaming route, and that's
very thankful for.
Yeah, and that's kind of kept me separate from them. They've had to keep me at arm's length constantly because of certain legal conditions. But it's been fun, and I do enjoy what I do. So that's always been the fun.
Really happy we could get you here.
Yeah. So for those of you watching that haven't known, although I've already said it various times this weekend, my plan was to be in Spain this weekend to stream the team championship, which I'm not sure the result of yet. Marcelo could tell me if he's watching. Then he and that was my plan, was to be in Spain and try and save money up for the upcoming tournaments. We've got the Spanish National, Spanish System Open, French System Open, and European Championships coming up. And what happened there? Someone knocked down that little curtain thing. Must have been a breeze. Anyway, I had that, and so my money was kind of spoken for. We talked about whether or not I'd be able to come. I said I've got the time free, just don't have the money, and so the idea of the GoFundMe came up. Vince, forget about it.
And I will do. I just need to think about where Malmö is going to be.
And Archibald as well. He's also a good candidate to be able to go to the World Championship.
Yeah, I think he's been there at least once before.
Yeah, he went to the Coruscant.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember.
No, wait.
But he made at least...
He's been to World Championships,
yeah,
I know that.
I know that, and he's made the cut in at least 3 previous System Opens in 1.0, so...
Yeah.
He's just had
Do you know
time
what?
to
He
find
didn't go to Coruscant, but he has been to World Championship.
Yeah. He needed to find his stride here in 2.0.
Yeah.
And now it seems he's found it.
Yeah.
Should we focus on the game a bit?
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, I just wanted to have that little chat with you.
That's okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's going heavily in Rune's favour.
Yeah.
He's been able to take off more than 70% of Archibald's list as far as points are concerned, and Archibald's not even made it to a quarter yet.
Yeah, so I guess I'm happy I lost to Rune now, since it seems like he's getting his invite.
Yeah, it definitely looks like things are under control. There's no shields left on any of the A-wings. They're in compromised positions.
Yeah, he's got...
The two following Cassian are probably not going to get shot this turn, but the green one is going to take a couple of shots from B-wings, which should be more than enough to take him off the board. There's 2 focuses on that. Re-rolls them, gets hit and crit, blank, focus blank. 2 going through after spending the focus.
So that should be another dead guy?
Yep, another dead A-wing.
Yeah, this is Rune's game for sure.
Hey, Limo. See you soon.
You want to shoot at him regardless?
Jacqueline is his name. Firing back the A-wing. Oh no, this was right because
this is the other
they're activating at the same time, and that gives them the opportunity to clear the stress.
Now he's there.
Yeah, he wants to shoot in case he gets the focus.
Yeah.
So we have
so A-wings are now going to fire onto Cassian.
Let's punish Cassian.
Yeah, I can't really see this turning around here.
No.
Even if the U-wings were dead, the B-wings moving after the A-wings is enough.
Yeah. So focus, crit, and blank. Focus has become hit and crit. Evade and focus. Takes the crit. That's a structural damage onto Cassian. One more hit takes Cassian off the board to pull back a little bit of pride for Archibald in this match. And there's the 2 focuses. So no. Leia's recovered all her charges, and they go back to dials.
I'm going to pop over and get my stuff. Out. See you guys soon.
Okay. And just a question of now, well, as Boogie appears in the background from last year's System Open, we have him on stream in one of the Swiss Cup games, one of the Swiss games. Or did I? Did I not have him on in Hyperspace? I think I managed to get 2 Hyperspace goings on last year's System Open in Copenhagen. And I think the first game was him against Rune, and then I had Jesper versus Mads in the final. Sorry about that.
Yep.
That came as a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
Cassian.
Yeah. But if you do 2K there, I'm gonna win.
I hope I'm not. Stopping.
Yeah.
And I'm coordinating.
Yeah.
Focus barrel roll.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cassian stopped, coordinated a barrel roll
Sucks them in, closes the wings.
to
90.
Focus. Yep. This guy does a 3 bank. Can you just tilt yours with a hook or
purple A-wing 3 banks, drops himself right in front of Cassian Andor.
I will focus
Yeah.
and
Turn the arc.
yeah. And then this guy sadly can't do that much.
And we're probably going to see a couple of Talon rolls from the B-wings. Bumps into the rear of Cassian Andor.
Kind of like this. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And he has no stress. Yeah.
Here we go. Hit for the rock. And another Talon roll.
X-Wing
being
Hyperspace,
probably-
that is just under 13
Is that the one that
minutes
barrel
left in the
rolled?
round.
Yeah, he wants to
Just
focus
shy
barrel
of
roll to
13
the
minutes
left,
left in
get
the
back.
round.
Trying to get a shot on the purple A-wing. Further back? No? I don't think he's got arc then.
Yes.
Braylon,
Yeah.
rank 3 obstructed.
Yeah.
Blank, blank, focus, re-rolls. Gets a crit, spends the focus, hit and crit. Evade, evade, evade. Blank, blank.
Let's see, how damaged is the purple one?
2 lives left. Blue one has 1.
Yeah, okay. It's not shooting us. We go for that one.
Yeah.
Blank hit, focus becomes 2 hits. There's a focus and 2 blanks.
Yeah. Spend.
Yeah.
Spends the focus to take 1.
Hit.
One
Yeah. And then it's Cassian.
Yeah.
Cassian now firing on the purple 1.
Oh.
3 focus results. And now can Magva
So it's either range 3 or
manage to get 1 damage onto the A-wing at range 3 through the obstruction?
the unobstructed shot, since he will shoot anyway.
No, he's going to take the unobstructed shot. Hit and a crit. Evade, evade, evade.
Unmodified.
So it worked out well for Archie, but he's still got 2 A-wings on 1 hit point left. 2 hits against Cassian. Take him off the board. Yep. It's dead.
So 2.
And they go back to the house. So coming down to the last couple of rounds now. I don't see those A-Wings surviving this one, but who knows. The B-Wings and Magva are just going to kind of approach gently, making sure they spreading out their arcs, making sure they've got a couple of chances to shoot at either of them, and try and pull it all apart. Thank you all for joining us here. Like I say, I believe this is coming to the end of our broadcast day. Once again, I will remind you all that getting myself to these tournaments is hugely is in a large part possible thanks to the support I receive over at patreon.com. So please do consider going over to patreon.com/FirstEarth to help us out there. It costs less than it does for you to tip a waitress. It costs less than it does for you to get a cup of coffee once a month, and you get to spend a whole weekend watching. Or when we get the European Championships, nearly 4 days. Free bank, focus boosts.
He takes a focus.
Boost straight. Okay, here we go. 2 hits, one gets re-rolled. Blank, 2 hits and a blank. On the blue. Evades.
Then Braylon tries the same.
Yeah. Braylon tries it on the blue squadron, on the blue A-wing. Blank, focus. No, 2 focuses. Spends the focus, gets 3 and a crit. Blank, focus. Bye, blue A-wing.
You can shoot, and I can shoot.
Recharging one on layer.
Yeah.
Now, ideally, wanted to get the damage through from Braylon Strom. Didn't manage to do it. 10 Num had to fire on the blue A-wing to try and get him off the board. And it's just a question of whether or not, how long it's going to take Rune to take that last A-wing off the board. Sit down, Rolf. Sit down here.
How's it going?
It's going very well, but Archibald is in a bad position. It's been a bad game for him for all game, and there's not much he's going to be able to do. His A-wing's down to 1 hit point left.
Also, Rune will get the World's invite?
Yeah, it looks like Rune's got the game.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm joined by Rolf Hillerberg from Escapade Gaming.
Hey.
Yeah, Escapade Gaming, if you don't know, are the company that make the laser cut grips for the ship bases, which are one of the most lauded. I mean, there's plenty of ways of doing this, putting grips on your bases, but you guys definitely have got like a high standard of product. Everyone always says these are perfect, they work perfectly, they fit perfectly, they've got just the right amount of grip. It's enough to stop the ship from moving easily, but you're still able to just kind of slide it along the play surface to get it into place. And you guys have been helpful enough to donate to me to make this all possible. And like I say, before I had those grips, I was always, because I use these red and yellow bases, I was always running into players saying, I've got grips on my bases, I don't want to use yours. So I was like, damn it, I got to get grips. And you end up sending me some. And since then, I've not had a single complaint about my bases. No one's ever turned, apart from the people that glue their pegs into the bases. But, you know, what are you going to do? But yeah, the highest level of players have played on my bases and have had no complaint whatsoever. And I've actually had people, for example, in France, turn around, or in Italy as well, turn around and say to me, where do I get these? It's like, well, like before it was difficult because you had a difficulty with shipping, but now you fixed all those problems, right?
Well, good shipping options now. So,
so where do they go? Escapadegaming.com or?
Escapadegaminggear.com.
Gaming Gear. All one word, or are there hyphens in there?
It's all one word.
Escapadegaminggear.com. Very affordable. Laser cut, so they're just exactly the right size and exactly the right height. Because I've seen other grips that are like,
it's starting to sound like a paid commercial here.
Well, it's pretty much what it is. You gave them to me for free, so I kind of owe it to you. I've seen other grips that kind of like leave the base hovering slightly, you know, because they're just a little bit higher than the base is. Yeah, but like I say, there's this.
It's just right, I think.
Yeah, these are perfect. I've never had any complaint from him. Anyway, gets one.
Well, thank you.
Focus, spends the focus, and fires backwards, getting one, and evade, so nothing. Leia is up to full strength. 4 minutes left in the round. The game is over one way or the other. The question is, can Rune take the last A-wing off the table?
Okay, so Archie's got one hull total left. All this left. Okay.
It's not a good position to be in at all.
No, that's an uphill battle.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the kind words.
No, well, like I say, you've gone out of your way to make sure they got to me, and I appreciate it. Like when second edition came out and we had those new medium base sharp. And I was sending you messages. When are you doing that?
They came out okay. Funny thing that the bases that are different size now. The infiltrator.
The infiltrators come out a larger size of base.
But they're stretchy, so they're.
I mean, even like a millimeter each side on your ones wouldn't be that much of a difference. But
well, you put your grips on your bases. You're just gonna use that one anyways. You're gonna move the ship around. You're gonna switch base anyway. You're gonna use the base with the grips.
Of course. But the problem I've got now is because the infiltrator base is bigger, they've cut the token bigger, and the token doesn't fit into the bases, the old bases. So I've probably got to try and get my hands on some infiltrator bases, paint those, and then put some more grips on. Yeah. So we'll see. Very.
That's quality control, huh?
Well, quality control, maybe it's that the quality's got better, because as I said to you before, the stems, the ship pegs also seem to have gotten thicker from when the game first started.
I think they've been slightly shifting always.
Yeah, true.
You really have to see which way goes which one.
Yeah.
I'm going to head out.
Yeah?
Simon.
Okay. Pleasure to have seen you again. Thank you very much for everything you've done.
Hope to see you at Euros, right?
Yeah, of course you will see me at Euros. Okay. I'll try and remember you this time as well. What do we got? Hit, and that's a game.
Thank you. thank you.
That was really tough.
That was really intense.
I think I flew really well.
Shit, man.
No play, actually.
I have to figure out how
Wasn't possible this time round, huh?
No,
No.
it was a really good game.
It was a really good game, and you put your effort into it.
Oh,
but
yeah, I
it
thought
went
after-
downhill quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his reds were strong.
Yeah, and you lost two A-wings in that first round of engagement.
Yeah.
And after that you were just hobbled.
Yeah.
And there wasn't much you could do. It took you longer to get Cassian off than you would have hoped.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there was too much work to be done
Yeah.
there. I felt.
But it was
And,
still-
but you still played it through.
Yeah.
And you still made sure to see it through to the end.
Yeah.
But there we go. Without a doubt, however, you both were playing for the World's Invite.
Yeah.
Do you have a World's Invite?
No.
Not from a regional or anything
No,
like that? No, nor the other System Opens you've been to?
No.
Any other System Opens on the list?
Yeah, Bologna.
Bologna?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
See you there? Maybe?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Yeah.
So I cry.
Yeah.
I cry because I had a great time at Bologna last year.
Yeah, it was really
but
nice.
It's just it falls on a date where I can't make it this year, and it's a shame. At first, I was like seeing if I might have been able to squeeze it in. I was trying to work out whether there's possibilities, but then I got. Then it's my son's birthday.
Yeah.
The week before when they've got UK nationals. And then we have the birthday party was going to be the next weekend. And I was like, well, maybe I can squeeze it in on a weekday, on Wednesday or Thursday. And but then it just as the date got closer, I was just kind of going, nah, because I've got the Spanish System Open the same month, so I've already got an event that month. So there's no reason for me to try and force it.
No.
And what with Spanish System Open, French System Open, and the Euros, the Euros is a big ask for the wife points.
Yeah.
But I've managed to secure it, and that's where that's where you'll be seeing me next. Probably.
I have to fight for a ticket somewhere else.
Yeah, or maybe if you don't make it in Bologna, then you still got Paris.
No, because actually that's when the World Championships in croquet is playing in England.
Do you play World Champions in croquet?
No, I don't, but
All right,
I will maybe do the qualifying.
Okay.
Yeah, in Brighton.
Cool.
Yeah.
I had no idea there was a World Championship in croquet.
And I'm going next week to the European Championship in Badajoz.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Well done, awesome. For those of you who don't know what croquet is, that's that weird English sport they play on Downton Abbey with those wire goals and the big hammers knocking balls through them.
Exactly.
Crazy stuff. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I had no idea about that. That's awesome. No. Okay, cool. So anyway, not this time. Still a couple of opportunities left though.
Yeah,
Bologna
sure.
and also the European Championships. What is it you have to get European Championships to get an invite? Top 8?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I should guess it shouldn't be any less than System Open. But anyway, thank you very much, Archie. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
And we'll see you again soon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye.
UK. Rune, well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at that.
Yeah.
What's interesting about this is that it's different to the cards you get from the regional, the Hyperspace trial, I should say. Yeah. The Hyperspace trial is the old kind of buy card, but this is a World Championship.
Yeah,
this is
it's nice.
This is the one you plug into the Tantive to download the Death Star plans.
Yep.
There you go. Congratulations.
Nice. Thank you.
You're guaranteed. Well, you guaranteed a place.
Yeah,
at the
I'm
World
guaranteed a
Championship.
place. Yeah.
Right. Is it something you can manage?
There's a big chance that I'll be able to manage. Thank you.
The beer.
The beer.
Yeah. Many people from Copenhagen going?
To Worlds, I think actually I'm the only one from Copenhagen that's been lucky enough to get an invite so far.
Yeah.
So hopefully someone else will. I know one of the guys from Jutland got one. I don't know if he's intending on going.
Yeah.
But it is, I would say, more than 50-50 that chance that I'm going.
Okay, cool. I mean, it's a very difficult. Sorry, my voice is going. It's a very difficult ask for the Europeans to get to the World Championships. When we looked last year at the Coruscant System Open, I managed to get a list of all the people that received invites.
Yeah.
In the end, I was able to work out everybody that received an invite. were able to work out the people that made it and work out the numbers, and out of the Americans having more events than us, right? Our advantage was that our events were larger. So in our Hyperspace qualifiers, we had more people qualify. But in America, they had more events, but only one person got through in each Hyperspace qualifier. Whereas here we had like 4 or 5 in most
some of the big ones,
and so it ended up being pretty much equal. That we had like something like 64 to 74, something like that it was. And of the participation from the Americans that received an invite, I should say North Americans, Mexico, Canada included, the participation was like 95%. Like nearly all of them made it. There were like 2 or 3 that couldn't make it. But whereas the Europeans, it was down lower than 25%.
I think we're about 20-something guys over there, 25, 27 60, or something.
Yeah. So it ends up being very difficult because it's so expensive, it's a long trip, you need to take time off work, and it is difficult.
You don't do it just as a quick trip like here where we came over Saturday morning, stayed overnight and driving home tonight. So last time I ended up, I went to Coruscant last year, and I ended up going and then going on for taking another 2 weeks vacation in the States. So I'm guessing maybe not that long a vacation this time, but maybe something like that. Maybe see New York this time.
Yeah, one of the things we were discussing yesterday was also is that another thing is we get this mentality into our mindset that we go play X-Wing, we go the day before, we come back the day after. In the case of the World Championships, Europeans, don't do that, please.
No.
Go a few days beforehand,
Yeah.
get yourself acclimatized. Don't invest that much money in taking part in the World Championships to then come away saying I was tired.
just being wasted. We flew over there on I think Wednesday, and due to time difference and so on, we arrived Wednesday evening. And then we had all of Thursday and most of Friday just to try and get rid of the jet lag. So and then there was
and no party.
An epic tournament Friday evening. It was quite casual, so just getting into the rhythm. But still, even after 2 days, Saturday morning I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning and could not go back to sleep. Don't go there the night before.
No, of course not. Definitely think about it. Don't invest that amount of money. More than anything, just because of you don't want that coming down to the excuse that I was really tired. No. It's a shame to have to say that, and I understand. That happens, but let's try and avoid that as much as possible.
It happens because you make silly decisions sometimes. Like yesterday, I dropped out because I was tired, got frustrated after 2 very intense, frustrating losses. And that blew my chance of actually. I had a decent chance at top 16, so that was really annoying. I'm kicking myself for that night, but this makes up for it a bit.
Are you going to any other System Opens?
No, I think no. I'm considering maybe Madrid.
Maybe.
Because that is a bit in the future still.
Italy
Open is still too. It's too close.
Tickets are still on sale. We've got something like 280 tickets sold, and they're still sale. We've got space up to 350, I think, if not more. If we hit 350, then we've always got the possibility of releasing more because I believe there's plenty of space. Fran always tells me that no. But I said I was there. I saw it when we had 200 players. There was like loads of space left.
Is it the same as last time?
No,
it's
a different one.
Just a bit.
What happens is you can't really nail down these because they're sports halls, so we can't really nail down these venues. They kind of shift around. There's got a lot of events going on. And what happened was the first System Open we had at the one we're going to be at this time, and in my opinion, that was a better located. It's not far. It's back like 5 minutes away by car. It's 5 minutes difference by car. The difference being that like the one you guys went to in 2017 was in this little town. Out the outskirts with this one hotel, and outside the sports center there was no place to buy anything.
And we stayed in a hostel downtown, so like 45 minutes or something with the train getting to the venue.
Absolutely. Well, this time the difference in car is like 5 minutes, but the difference, and so they tell me that the sports center is actually the football court, the indoor football court we have is smaller in this one, which I don't think was the case. But anyway. Then we have the. It's in a much better area as far as like other resources around it. There's right across the road. There's a petrol station. There's plenty of restaurants within a short walk's distance as well, which is part of the problem with the other. Well, in my opinion, was part of the problem with the other places.
Yeah, there was that small cafe.
Yeah, it was that small cafe, and that was it. Yeah. And on Sunday, nothing. Very little was open. Yeah. So anyway, there's that. If you want to jump in, there's still time.
I might. Yeah.
No Admiral tickets left though. No, they went. 150 Admiral tickets in 20 minutes.
Hanover, so yeah.
Okay. So that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Congratulations on winning.
Thank you.
And good luck in the future.